What's going on, everybody? It's only one way to get back in the saddle, and that's just to get in it. We caught a swarm right at the same place. We catch a swarm every year. So what I plan on doing, I was trying to shoot this whole video, and it was just like, I'm gonna do it live. It might be a little glitchy or whatever. The weed whacker dude is going, but we're gonna do it. I had a bunch of bees here. I set a bunch of traps every year. I set this box here every year. Y'all see that. Miracle swarm happens here every year. And I had bees coming in, checking it out. I should have put that mic on. Let's try it out. Hold on. Check out the scenery for a hot second so you get a chance to see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to try this mic so y'all can hear me. Okay. So everybody that's in the house, this is really going out to all of my beekeepers or the people that want to be beekeepers. Um, this is part of what I was telling you. This is part of what I was telling you about. You don't think that you'll ever, some people watching me right now don't think you'll ever be a beekeeper. You think you'll never do it. And some people think you'll become a beekeeper, but you'll never do this. You'll never go looking for swarms, nothing. One just popped me in the head. You see that? Y'all probably saw that live. Let me get my suit on. Okay. Give me a mic check. Mic check. Anybody? I'm gonna get suited. Can you hear me? See, I'm in their way. This is what I was telling y'all before too. Check. I'm good. 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 Okay. Perfect. All right. So I put this on because I'm gonna be moving and grooving a lot, and we just gonna get right at it. I don't have to smoke them much, but I don't have to smoke them much because it's a very small hive. Thank you everybody for that. Like I said, it's gonna be a kind of a late delay. It's gonna be a little glitchy. So I'm gonna run down what I'm gonna do, and then we're just gonna do it. I'm not gonna drag this out for you, okay? Um, Catching a swarm can save you $200. It can actually save you probably $250 to $300 right now. The way the price is going up. So I don't have much equipment left after all the stuff I did. This is exactly what I was telling you guys. Either use a popsicle stick. One of these is a popsicle stick, or you use pieces. You don't got to use the whole sheet. Take off pieces and watch how fast they draw. They draw off of this comb when you buy it, okay? You can buy these already made, but you don't have to put the whole sheet to cover up the whole thing. Take one little piece, a little sheet. This is about 3 inches. Maybe you can even use 2 inches long. And I cut them in half so that I can use these all forever. Or use a popsicle stick. Somebody said using a popsicle stick. I showed you that in the class. Then you just drip a little wax down in there and get it stuck. And I'm telling you, these are the best frames to use ever. When you just do it naturally, when you have the ones with the wire that's holding the wax, they hate that wire. They hate that plastic. This is the easiest, cheapest, best way, and you always have all of this will be all full natural wax. So if you end up having a problem with the comb, we're just gonna say that, okay? Wax moth or something, you can just cut that whole piece out. If you got the wire frames with the wires, you're gonna catch a rough time trying to get that out. So we just gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna show you guys. I did several of them the same way. Okay, this is pretty much what I'm always doing. A little lemongrass will attract them also. Yes, it will. Lemongrass, Swarm Commander, Crush Queen. That's what I used in here. So it worked. I have more video which I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you how to make our tree trap. Real easy to do. And I got one tree trap that's in effect right now that's actually working, and I got one far away that I don't know because I haven't checked on it, but I bet you it's going to catch me a swarm. So this is a way, if you want to become a beekeeper, one of the biggest problems you having right now is not the equipment, it's not the class, it's mostly the bees right now. So let's get right into it. This ain't going to be long. I'm a suit and boot. I ain't going to smoke them that much because it ain't that many here. This is a really small swarm. It's only four frames in there, only four. And they packing that box out something fierce. So what we're going to do together is we're going to go in there and we're going to look for the queen. And after we find the queen, we're going to take those boxes down there, move them out the way because those are medium boxes. And I got this old busted up old deep box that I'm going to put in there and take the frames out of that and put them in here. That way we'll be able to feed them because I can't feed them in this contraption. This was not even supposed to catch a swarm. That was supposed to catch the swarm, and the bees went up there. So we just gonna get right into it, okay? Let me suit and boot. I try to answer some questions, get out of their way. Lady Led is in a meeting, so I ain't got no backup. But that's how it is sometimes. You gotta do it yourself. Most of the time when I do it myself, I don't do a video. Or her either, for that matter. Any questions so far? I got a lot. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be talking to y'all. I got a lot of stuff to talk to y'all about. A lot of stuff to talk to y'all about. Important stuff that we all really need to talk about. Hey, Danielle Fuller. Glad to see you too. Okay. So let me know if I'm glitching or anything else. This microphone might be a little scratchy. Hey, Jack A. Waters. So the bees come to the hive on their own. Yes, you attract them with different kinds of scent. What I do is rub them. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, love notes. I rub old wax inside the box in all my boxes or buckets. Has a little propolis in it, a little wax, a little lemongrass, and some we use Swarm Commander. Where did the swarm come from? I don't know. Out of the wild. Believe it or not, you got more wild bees in your neighborhood than you think. And if this is a way to catch them, that way you can have your garden being pollinated. And at the same time, this is a good way. Look, my trap is working now. Oh yeah, that thing gonna catch me something else. Uh, that's a way to catch some free bees, pollinate your garden, and get some free honey as a bonus. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna need these, but I really want to see that queen. And since Lady Lit did that last time, zip my beard up. Since Lady Led ain't with us, we're gonna get right into it. Okay. I really want to find that queen. This is the first time I suited and booted for this hive, because they were just there. There's not many in there, and they're just so calm and so cool. 3 have bumped into my head since I've been talking on this video right now, and they're just like, get out of our way, please, just get out of the way. It's heavy. And hey, what is this 5x5 thing? What is that? I keep seeing that. What is that? Oh, I got you. I think. Okay. Got you. When I'm in this, you know, oh my God. All right, let's get this right. Let's get this right. Thank you, everybody, for clarifying that for me. So, the first thing we're going to do is look for the queen, okay? So, oh, I can't do this with no. We're going to look for that queen, and then we're going to move this hive out of the way. What about pesticides? What about them? Who was that, Mike? What about pesticides? Somebody said, zip my neck. Thank you. Who said that? TJ Cat. Thank you, my friend. Because I'm sitting here straight slipping. I'm still trying to get my head together here, so I'm still working on it. Do you use queen excluders? No, I never do. I never use queen excluders. Do I make my own boxes? No, I do not. I don't use queen excluders because I feel like the queen need to be able to go wherever she want to go, whenever she want to go. You have no idea how much healthier your hive will be if you let the queen just do whatever she wants to do. If you're trying to just get honey, like you some kind of big beekeeping company, then that's what you're going to get. You're going to have a lot of situations that have to deal with that queen excluder. Broke farmer in the house, Black Tropical Home said, I'm seeing everybody throwing it up. So listen, family, I'm not, I don't know if you can see me. I'm gonna just get right into it. So right after this shouldn't take but a minute. Right after this, I'll answer some questions and talk at y'all real quick. So let's get cracking. This is gonna be a trip for me and you because I have never caught a swarm in this box. This is a queen box. This is not set up for this at all. So this is gonna be new to all of us. So remember, I'm gonna back this up and show you exactly. Somebody ask the questions in a second, okay? You'll be able to purchase boxes online. I saw that last question. Now I'm gonna look in here. We all gonna look in here, and I'm gonna see how big this swarm is. I think it's really tiny, but boy, then again, it could be packed. So let me give them a little sauce. I don't want to smoke them too hard. They brand new. They only been in here for about 4 days. Let me get everything close to me. Right there. Okay. Just like before. Can everybody hear me okay? Let's get cracking. I'm going to just check right in there. Yeah, hold on to the questions because I would really like to answer them. Oh my God, this thing is packed. Oh, it is packed. Look at there. Look at there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this back up. I'm going to do some little manipulating here, okay? Because I need to get this box up and out of the way. I'm going to move them for a second. I need to get this whole thing gone. This whole thing gone out of here. And fast, in a hurry. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, good. I need to get that out of here. I'm going to put the new box on it. This is the box that I made. Not made, but got set up. Change this so they can get in. Change the interest reducer to small because it's a small swarm. Now I'm going to get this back on here. I hope y'all can see that. Good, you can. Now I'm going to put 3 on this side, 3 on that side because we got 4 inside the box. Now we're going to get right into it. All I'm going to do is take these frames out and apply them in the center here. And I will be looking for the queen. And I don't have my hive tool. Boy, I'm really messing up, y'all. I don't got my knife. Wait a minute. This is my new coat. Mm, mm, mm. I am really doing some sucker stuff right now. All right, hold on. I gotta improvise. My hive tool. But I ain't got time to keep on waiting. So, can y'all see that okay? We're gonna be looking for the queen here. I'm gonna bring y'all down a little bit. I just want to keep y'all in frame. When I see the queen, I'm gonna let you know. Give them a little smoke so they can stay cool. Because right now they don't know where their house at. I done tore everything up. Their GPS is all off. Oh, y'all can see that good? Good, good. So I'm gonna easily, gently get these frames out of here with a tire fixing tool to fix a flat tire. Because right now I got to do what I got to do. I told y'all sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Ugh. All right. Just set it. Wait. Oh man, they done already start pumping in all the honey. Y'all see that okay? I'm looking for the queen. So all I'm gonna do is put these back inside the big box the same way I took them out of this little box. I'm gonna set that one in there. We're still looking for the queen. Lady Leg came out, gave me my hive tool. She must be watching me. Okay. So while I'm doing this, you guys, I am looking for the queen. I know she's in here because they swarmed in here, bringing in pollen and nectar. Now I'm just looking for her before I put this whole thing in. That's a plastic frame, and they working on that. It's impressive. So I'm also looking for to see if she laying anywhere, but right now all I'm seeing is a lot of nectar. Lots of nectar. I don't see the big mama in here in the house. Excuse me because I'm trying to show y'all everything. All right. I'm doing this also for the class. So I'm putting this next frame in where it came out of the new hive. I mean the catcher. Now remember, family, this hive gonna have the queen scent in it forever. So it's gonna be able to catch me a swarm now a lot easier than not having it. Her scent is in here. Now I'm being real gentle because I don't want to hurt her. She's in here somewhere. She is in here somewhere. Come on, baby, where you at? Normally I can see her right off the bat because she's much longer. She'd be dragging that wagon. And they kind of make a way for her. No, she ain't on that frame either. I know this is crazy to a lot of y'all, but a lot of us new beekeepers in the gang here really, really want to or need to see this. So I'm not seeing mama on that frame. Mama could be in the box. Wait, well, let me see one more thing too. Let me see if I see any eggs. I'm looking for eggs. I'm looking for nectar. I'm looking for pollen. And I'm looking for the queen. So No go. So far, we just got a lot. We got a lot of pollen already, if you can see in them cells, and we got a lot of nectar. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put the third frame in. Now, if Mama ain't on the fourth frame, if she's not on the fourth frame, she's gonna be somewhere inside the box. She'll be walking around inside this box as well. And I got a feeling she's over here. Let me see. And normally she like to hide down to the bottom too. So I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled. There she is. There she is. See her? Right here. Right here. The camera's on her. She right here in the corner. See her? Oh, she is so nice. Oh, that's Big Lizzo right there. See her? She at the bottom of the frame. She on the white part now. Y'all see her? Tell me if you see her. Throw her hands up. Put a thumbs up if you see her. Oh, there she goes. She a big old pretty girl. Let me put her back on in there. I see her. We got eyes on the queen. We got eyes on the queen. So I'm going to drop that last frame in. And family, no matter what they tell you, okay, you don't got to shake the rest of these bees in here. As long as you find the queen. As long as you find the queen, the rest of the bees that's in this box will find their way in there. Don't go disturbing them and making them crazy, okay? They will fly in this box. Some of them, well, no, all of them should be able to fly right now. Now I'm thinking about it. So what I'm going to do now, family, okay, I'm going to put this back together. We got eyes on the queen. She's beautiful. She's big. She's healthy. And so now what I'm going to do, because this hive is a little stronger than I thought, I'm going to put this lid on here, the inner cover. Now I'm going to put a feeder on here because I want this strong to be big, this hive to be big and strong. So I'm going to put this feeder on here and I'm going to feed a little sugar water mixed with some honey so they don't have to work so hard. They can instantly start building up their strength and build up their numbers. So now I'm just going to put the lid on. Every bee in here, they just got here a couple days ago. So none of these are new bees that can't fly. All of them should be able to fly. So I'm going to just leave them like that. I'm going to set this box right here on top so they can just go ahead and walk right down into there. And I did do one thing, but I can change it tonight. I wanted everything on this chair and not up against this wall. But I changed that tonight. So when I come home, you'll see I cut the back off of an old chair we was throwing out because we just purchased a new set. But these seats are priceless. So I'm going to set that on there so it's away from the wall. So when I need to work on it, I can come over here and work all the way around it. If you look at our old videos, I'm walking all around this very area here. Plus, this is where my roof drops a lot of water. You can see that water stain right there. And I don't want the water battering the top of the hive. So that's it, you guys. It's nothing else. I'm going to answer a few questions. And then we'll call it a day. So I'm going to back off of them because they don't need no smoke. They don't need nothing. I don't want to piss them off or anything. And then the lawnmower man is over here tripping. So that's it. Okay. I'm going to bring y'all over here. We'll get better reception anyway. So hang tight. Okay. Okay. I'm going to bring you downstairs with me, okay? All right. No, that's another one. He get a pass because he don't know. So I'm going to take this off so I can answer a couple of questions. Okay. Now, all right, well, what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to post a video. It's going to be fairly short. It's going to be a fairly short video, and I'm going to post. Can y'all hear me okay on this mic? It's gonna be a short video on so any questions, y'all? Any questions? In what situation would you recommend native bees over honeybees? What is native bees? And like, I don't understand what that means. Thank you, Michael Bennett. See how calm and cool the bees were? I didn't even need a suit, but I just don't take chances like that. Let me see. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Queen Risha. Let me see. What's up, regular gun guy? What's going on, my brother? Led, do I sell beeswax? No, I save it. Because once you become a beekeeper, you need to hang on to as much wax as you possibly can. You make candles with it, or you make traps to catch more bees. Your wax is priceless. Your wax is worth more than the honey is, actually. I'm sounding muffled now? Okay. I'm sounding muffled, love note. I don't know what happened to the mic. Awesome. Oh, there it go. I got it. All right. All right. I'm good. Okay. It fell down in my jacket. Let me see. Hello, do you feed your bees coming out of the winter into spring? Yes, I do. It, I do. I do whether they need it or not because I don't like taking chances with them. I know it's time for them to find their own and do their own, but yeah, I do help them along. It would be great if you can take a little time to put in info and tips for newbies in the description box. I have a whole class that I do that for. That's just entirely too much. I mean, that's each thing about it. I don't know how new you are to it. That's why we hold a class every season because you might want to know how to do one thing, another person might want to do another thing, and I'll be doing that all day. And frankly, we're not just beekeepers. We do everything. So I just don't focus on just bees. If this was just a beekeeping channel, I would go out of my way to do that. Could the wasps have given can wasps could the wasp have give honey too? I don't know, you might have to try that one. Um does it matter what type of bees they are? When you say what type of bees, do you mean like when people say I got Italian bees or Russian bees or German bees type of thing? Because I hear that a lot. If you, hey, Brit Mai, if I'm gonna say this, I don't pay no attention to that. Whether they're Italians, Russians, all of that stuff, I don't pay no attention to that. Because once this queen mates, unless they mated her, just like you mate pet bulls, I mean dogs or whatever, and it's a controlled area. That's another ball game. But that queen is going to die, and then the queen that takes her place is going to go mate out in the wild because you're not necessarily going to do a controlled breeding. And if you're into that, then great. But I don't get into that stuff. If you keep your bees happy and keep them fed and everything, you'll be okay. What's up, hands in the dirt? What's going on, man? Yeah, these bees they're just honey bees. Hey, crazy kids, oh, so excited. Finally live. How long does it take to catch a swarm? There is no time limit. If you might not catch a swarm at all. It's like fishing. How long does it take to catch fish? Right? If you got the wrong bait, probably never. Thank you, love notes. If you got the right bait, they might not be biting that day. It's all kind of like a crapshoot. It's the luck of the draw, but you want to make your stakes as high as possible. So going in with the right equipment, that's key. You can't control bees. What inspired you to start beekeeping? Um, we had very on my real homestead before we moved in this house. We had very low pollination rate. So me and my wife would go around, me and Lady Lead go around pollinating everything, and it was just ridiculous. We did more research, keyword, more research, and found out that the honeybee was going extinct. And we started thinking about, like, growing up as a kid, you couldn't go nowhere and not see honeybees. And that's 40 years ago. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't eat a lollipop. Um, I'm gonna take that off, beloved. Okay, I don't like that word because that's fake. That's fake. You got aggressive bees that might end up killing you. I ain't gonna get into that thing, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Uh, the media done stirred that mess up and made that into a big juicy lie. Like I heard one recently about killer lions, man-eating lions. Listen to this. Listen, this is why I don't like the media when they play with words like that. Y'all know I'm a stickler when people play with words. Man-eating hippo. Man-eating hippos. Be careful because this is a man-eater. A man-eating white shark. Then you got thousands of people out in the middle of the ocean trying to hunt the man-eating killer white shark. No, that shark eat whatever is in its way. You in the ocean mess around, you ain't got no business out there. And we try to dub it something else to make everybody angry and be like, yeah, there's no more killers. Man-eating sharks. What's the difference between a shark and a man-eating shark? See what I'm saying? They play with words. So killer bees? Nah. Say, I know a guy that has bees in his wall, and he's not ready to replace the wall due to financial issues. Any suggestions? Hey, Dolores and Tony. No. He has to call a beekeeper because no exterminator will touch him. If he has honeybees in his wall, no exterminator is legally allowed to touch him. So he has to call a professional beekeeper that's ready to cut his wall out. And trust and believe, they're going to leave everything on that floor unless he pay them to have it replaced. That's right, Cheryl Ruff. They were all over when they were young. Hey, thank you, Happy Matt. Thank you so much. Say, just because we're glad to see you, I'm glad to see y'all too. Um, Hands in the dirt say, you in the shark house. That's right. Killer lions, man-eating tigers. Man, please. If you go mess around living in the jungle, do you call him like a rabbit-eating tiger? Do you call him no. You mess around in his hood. And we do that to play with words to make the thing sound more dangerous. That's why we always get something going out in going extinct, playing with words like that. And it ends up working so well that we end up losing a lot of species of animals. We even do that to human beings. Thug. Like, why'd you hit that man? He was a thug. Oh. See, play with words, play around with words. Beloved say, sorry, I didn't know that it was a real. I didn't know. I thought it was a real bee. It's okay. That wasn't about you. That wasn't about you. What kind of flowers are most bee friendly? I'm gonna have you read up on that one, okay? Because it just depends. They just like you. Think about when you ask a question like that. I want you to think about yourself, because they ain't too much different than us. I know you think they is, but they ain't. Like, what's the best food for humans? What food do humans like the best? So I can put in my garden or bring it home to groceries. It's really no such thing. It's like they got personalities just like we do. I promise you they do. If you become a beekeeper, you will see it. Let me see. And in their hive, they put away the nectar and the pollen just like groceries. It's in separate parts of the hive. And they do that just like you put your peas over here, your carrots over here, you got your tuna fish over in that cabinet, you keep your glasses over here, your flour and your beans is in the cupboard over there. They do the same thing. That's right, Black's Tropical Homestead. Everything has its own personality. Dolores and Tony said, I would like to speak to you about this if possible. Sure, no problem. How far away from your house have you set your bees? This is a perfect example because I promise you that's one of the most asked questions I get about my beekeeping. They are right there. And that box that I caught them in used to be right here. I caught them right here, moved them over there, and here's my door. They ain't thinking about you. Honeybees don't be thinking about you. Most people get yellow jackets and honeybees mixed up. It don't work that way. Let's see. So that's a great question. How you doing, Mary Jordan? Blind guy is wife in their life. How y'all doing? I was watching y'all earlier today. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to transfer a swarm. Now, the only reason I didn't leave them in that box is sometimes you catch a swarm, you want to leave it in whatever box they went into for about a week or so. It was so many bees in that tiny little box on them. You saw that? They had to come out of there because she'll end up swarming again if I don't. What was that question? I'm sure you said mite treatments do you use on your bees? How do you deal with small hive beetles? You put a small hive beetle trap in there, and I don't deal with mites. If you build listen, it's like gardening. You say, how do I keep the pests off my tree? How do I keep the pests off my trees? That's what we're talking about right now. How do we keep the pests off our bees, right? How do you keep the pests off of you? How do you keep the disease off of you? Same answer for all three questions. You, the garden, and your bees, and your pets for that matter. How do you keep them? How do you keep the pests off of them? You keep them healthy. With your garden, you feed that soil. You get that soil as healthy as you possibly can. The plant itself absorbs that health and that nutrients, and it defends itself from pests and disease. People, if you eat the right food and you consume the right food and you grow healthy and strong, that helps fight cancers and all other kinds of disease. With the bees, if you keep them strong, you keep them healthy, and you always check on them, they will be strong enough to fight off any predator or disease. All of us are. This is the world. We're all connected. We're all linked together. The same way. If you keep your hive strong enough, they can fight their own pests and disease. Nothing is perfect, of course, but that gives them a better chance. The only time a hive really gets sick is when it's weak. When it really gets sick is when it's weak. How do you kill a fruit tree? You let it go weak. You don't feed it. You don't water it. The tree is weak. Disease sets in. People, the way you get sick is your immune system is low. You need a boost in your immune system. You're not eating the right foods. You're eating junk food. You ain't drinking enough water. Drinking soda. Yada yada yada. It's all tied in together. Almost every question that you can ask about bees, you can ask about yourself, and the answer will be the same. I'm just touching on that with you. Good to see you, Lynn. Hey, Essential Garden say, so the queen dies off every season or how often? No, I had a queen one time for about almost 3 years, and she did her thing. She ended up swarming off on me. So I never saw her die. She was one of my first and strongest queens I ever had. But when she leaves, she will be replaced. Thank you, blind guy. His wife and their life said, go for it. We need more beekeepers. We all trying. There's a lot of new beekeepers out here, and we trying. Hey, Farm Steak 21? So hi, Led and everyone. I'm just starting to see honeybees this year. Farmers sprayed behind our house, and they left the area for about 2 years. Mm. See, that's, yeah, I don't deal with none of that. That's why I don't put no chemicals inside my beehives to do anything. Because some people say, I'm spraying for varroa mite, I'm spraying for this, I'm spraying for that, but you doing just as much harm as the stuff this dude is spraying on his azaleas. People don't even like just like humans. Did I say we can answer the same questions for the bees as we can answer for humans? For instance, when you get sick, the first thing you do is run to the pharmacy and put chemicals in your body. And you really don't get well. All it does is numb the pain. You still got the same pain, you still got the same ailment, but they gave you some kind of chemical drug to put in your body to make you think, and it blocked the receptors to make you think that you're not hurt anymore. That's why people get addicted to drugs because they chemicals. Same thing with bees. You keep spraying them, you putting a band-aid on a doggone decapitation. It'll never work. You got to treat them from the inside. You got to feed them right. Just like your body. You want to fight against disease, you got to feed your body to fight the disease. Just like your garden. You don't go spraying stuff on the tree. You feed that soil. You give that soil everything it needs so that tree can uptake all of that nutrients and become the real tree it's supposed to. Blind guy, his wife in their life said, I'm scared to get stung too. You're not alone. You know what? I'm not even going to lie to you and tell you that you won't get stung. I'm not going to lie. It's a difference in the feeling of being stung by a honeybee and a wasp or a yellow jacket, though. Huge difference. It's like the difference. I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't, between getting popped with a red rider and a Glockwaller. It's a huge difference. Do you feed them pollen cakes? No, I don't. Uh, will the hive attract yellow jackets? I'm gonna have you look that one up because I'm not quite sure how to answer that. Will your honeybee hive attract yellow jackets? I mean everything. Jackets are attracted to everything, so they might. Yeah. Leah, can you explain the mother of of the honey? The mother of the honey? What is that? I don't know. The mother of the honey? I don't know what that means. The mother. I'm gonna have to think on that because I don't know what that means. Let's say only attracted when the hive is weak and being robbed. Amen to that. How come you don't feed pollen patties? I don't need to. This is the thing, family. Even in my garden, I only give my trees and I only give everything things when they need it. Because you do, oh, royal jelly. Trust me, that's a whole nother subject that just don't even, trust me, don't leave that alone. If you buying royal jelly from the store, it's fake. I'm gonna bust it out right now. If you're buying royal jelly from the GNC or something, it is fake. If you knew what royal jelly is and how rare it is, and they selling it in a 12-ounce jar for $40. Oh my God, that is so fake. I be wanting to tell people so bad. If you see royal jelly, it ain't nothing but a couple of needle heads full in that one little cell. Do you know how much of that you got to get to make a 12-ounce jar? And then every store got these 12-ounce jars by the crate load? Fake. Another fake thing that they put a label on something and sold it to people, and you think you're doing something for your healthy for your body. Then none of that's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Hey, Garden Love in the house. I can't even see you. That's all it is, G Alexa. The Bet Royal Jelly is mainly cane sugar because it's garbage. It's garbage. Can you show us your honeybee tree trap? I'm not going to show you right this very second because I'm going to show you how to make it. It's going to be a short video and I'm going to show you everything because I want you to know how to do that step by step. It'll blow your mind. And I kind of want to show it now because I got bees on it right now. And it's not these. This is the season everybody should be setting their bee traps anywhere and everywhere that they possibly can if you're thinking about becoming a beekeeper, okay? Yeah, yes, Britt Mai, it's such a horrible scam. They even say, oh, we collect pollen, and they got these things that take the pollen off the the pollen baskets off the leg of the bee, and it drops on the front of the hive. They collect that up, scoop that up, give it to you, and sell it to you for $5 million. Where your hive is starving, so they turn around and give them some fake pollen patties to eat and fake sugar to eat and fake everything to eat, but you start getting all of the stuff from nature. Now you get healthy, the bees die. If the bees die, they can't make the trees healthy, so everything you eat off the trees now is garbage and disease. It's a big circle. It's a big circle. You know, it's kind of like, to me, it's like robbing your own mother when you do that. You might go in your mama purse and take $5 out of her purse, right? She'll never miss it. Let's just say she got $2,000 in her purse. She'll never miss $5. So you go and you get whatever from the store you want. You turn around, you had no idea that extra $5 was your mother was going to buy a vacation for all y'all to go on. That was your plane ticket. So all it's going to do eventually down the line is going to end up screwing you anyway. So when people selling that pollen and fake royal jelly, when you see that, you really just screwing yourself. But in such a long term, you may not be alive to see it, but your children and your children's children will. That's what we're going through right now. The world is suffering because that's the kind of crap they've been pulling on the planet for hundreds of years. Now Mother Earth is looking for her $5. Think about it. Mother Earth is, I had it here somewhere. Mother Earth is looking for that $5 because she don't have enough to finish taking care of us. And now we're failing. It's no different. It's a circle. Everything is a big circle. And I'm not trying to get all crazy and weird with it, but everything, if you stop and think, it's connected. Let me see. Question: where did you get your suit? Do you have a list of where you bought your equipment? I'll put that in the description box after the video. Okay. Say how. Deborah Gardner said, "Hi, Leah. How much is it roughly for a first timer to get started? The box and everything. We can do it all ourselves. Yes, you can do it all yourself. Everything." And I can't tabulate it right now, but during the B class, we gave out that information, and I don't have it right here, off the top of my head, but I'll figure something out for you. Will you have a class this summer? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's kind of what I was gonna talk to y'all about tomorrow. Um, we had a class schedule, and I gave everybody refunds for the last couple of classes, the chicken class, the B class, the couple B classes. I gave everybody refunds, and I'm sorry about having to cancel, but my life took a turn, so I'm not sure what's going to happen from here on out. But if things change, I will definitely let you know. I will definitely let you know. But in the meantime, I will please do me a favor. In the meantime, just do some research. You got the power right there in your hand. All you got to do is just Google, YouTube it, research it. I got a whole beekeeping playlist. Blind Guy's Wife in Their Life said, good question regarding, is there a difference in the Manuka honey? Um, Now when it comes to certain kinds of honey, all it is I hate touching on that subject really because I don't like it. And this is why I don't like it, is because if you have a controlled flavor of honey, listen close to me, because this is deep. Hey, a whole new perspective. If you have a controlled kind of honey, like Manuka honey, okay, right? Citrus honey, that means there were a lot of bees shipped to a certain place that all they had to feed on was the Manuka or the citrus or the what's the other one? Is one clover. Think about that. If all you had was hot dogs, okay, that's number one. The other part of that story is they are shipping these bees from state to state to state to state. Now imagine if you went on a long ride yourself, how exhausted you would be. Every time you got out, you had to go to work. And then they load you back up on a bus and you go to the next city and you got to work. It's like a tour, a rock and roll tour. And all you eating is think about a rock and roll star. All they doing is eating bad food and doing a lot of drugs because that's what the bees are doing. When they go to place to place to place, the weather is changing, the climate is changing, the sea level is changing. This is not where they're originally from. So they're forced to work in all these different conditions from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the North to the South, from Canada down to Florida. They're forced to work in all these different conditions. And all they're eating is hot dogs and drugs. What I mean by that is they're only fed a certain thing, which is, let's say, clover or the Manuka or the citrus. And then all of that stuff has been sprayed with chemicals, all of it. So they're no different than rock stars. So when you get a specific kind of honey, I want you to keep that in your head. They're being shipped. Their whole lives is just being shipped across the country, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, eating poor diet, fed white sugar and chemicalized sugar, and being sprayed because all of these farmers spray their fields. So that's the rock stars drugs right there. I'm putting it there in layman's terms, so I kind of hope you, what always ends up happening to the rock star, right? Don't make it long. They die really young, and it's never pretty. Bees ain't no different. Oh man, they is roaring. They is looking for their house. I'm gonna show y'all something else. When you move the hive only a few feet, they have to go up and readjust their GPS, just like you. If you get lost, you can see them flying up in the air, circling around, right? I'm gonna take you over here real quick because what they're doing is they're used to going to this box and the queen's scent is inside this box. The queen's scent is still inside this box right here, the little box. So they're freaking out because that's where the box used to be, right? But the queen is down here. But there is going to be some bees down here. I'm going to back off because they might be a little PO. Hold on. Hold on a second. But you're going to see, let me show you. What you're going to see is bees at the entrance fanning, letting everybody know the queen is down here. So they're telling everybody the queen is down here. Y'all in the wrong place. So they're going to be packed up in that entrance. See them all starting to go in because somebody is in there fanning out, telling everybody else the queen is in here. Y'all come back down here. But it's going to be a lot still up in this box up here because her scent is that powerful. Her scent is that strong. And if you could see how they're all packed up there in that one spot at the top, mostly right at the top right here, right here. That's the frame she was on. That's the frame she was on. So by the end of the night, tomorrow, they will all be in this box. See how they slowly going down there? They smell her. Or they would not go in that box. They have no reason to go in there. So right now, they just kind of getting oriented, and they all telling each other, hey, she ain't in here, look at that. See how they all talking to each other on that big hump right there? She was probably right there too. Right there's a little hump. See how they all just running over that big hump? She must have had some good scent right there. It's like you know the smell of your mom's perfume, her favorite perfume, or you know your dad's favorite cologne. You smell that in the store, And if your mom ain't with you no more, it brings back nostalgia. And but if you still with your mom, or you might be a child, the best part about that is like, mama must have been down this aisle. Mama must have been down this aisle. I smell her. Same thing. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I just had to show you guys that. Okay. Thank you, Justine. Hey, Craig Curry said, hello. Let me see. This is incredibly fascinating and interesting. I love seeing this. It's such a learning opportunity. Thank you, Justine. Craig Curry said, hello, Mr. Led and Greenhouse family. Hope you all have a good day. By the way, Mr. Led, we're picking up our bees this weekend. Thank you and Miss Led for your bee class. Thank you so much, Craig Curry. You're going to love it, man. You're going to love it. Okay. Let me see. Hey, Nikki Tobin. Say, shoot, Uncle Led, this is the beekeeping class. You know what? The only reason I had to organize it because I get that many questions. That's why I had to do it. And here's the other thing too. That's why I don't like flow hives. They work, but I'm telling you, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be working at Hive, and they market it. They market that flow hive as it's a ice cream pump. You know, you go to the corner store and pump yourself a cone, and they got thousands of people thinking that's all beekeeping is. Like, for instance, to me, it's the same gimmick as thinking that all you got to do is put a seed in the dirt, right? We know that after you put the seed in the dirt, you have to water the seed, you have to feed the plant, grow the plant, you have to prune the plant, so on and so forth. So to me, that flow hive, it works, but if they're making it so they're saying you never have to go in there, so you don't have to go in there and check for hive beetles, you don't have to go in there and check for wax moth, you don't have to go in there. That's why I don't like that thing. Don't get me wrong, people got it, it worked, but that's not the part I don't like about it. I don't like it because they're trying to make the beekeeper lazy and not do what they're supposed to do, and when they lose a hive, then they like, what happened? Let me see. Can't wait till Friday evening to get my two nukes that will make 4 hives for Lady Led and Led SOB class. All right now. Can't tell you nothing. Can you include the link to Lady Led's gear too? Yes, I will. I finally saw the result video for the pecan tree. Made me cry. Left a comment this. Ain't that something? Oh, branch fell out the tree. Thank you for that. Thank you. I hope it. Oh, I'm gonna look for that email. I'm gonna look for the email. Garden Love Homestead. How you doing, little sister? It's so good to see you. So let me see. I'm gonna stay on here a couple more minutes. I'm gonna get out of y'all hair, but we're gonna have a real. Oh, that was a freaking owl stealing a squirrel. Son of a. Oh no. Hey y'all see? I just thought I seen her. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I can't even show you. Oh my God. I can't even show you. I thought it was a branch that fell out of my tree. It was 2 gigantic female red-tailed hawks fighting. That's how it is. Let me back up. I'm sorry about that. I thought something was about to fall down in my yard and knock my beehives out. Hey, Granny Karma in here. I ain't see her, but somebody said, hey, Granny Karma. Hey, Granny Karma. Uh, I am trying Trance Productions led. Looks like my buddy going to let me keep hives on her land since I don't have any space to do so. Well, until she say no, go for it. I'm gonna say go for it. I know you can get into all kind of crazy stuff, but go for it. I say. Uh, Led. What about the vertical hives? What's a vertical hive? Or are you talking about the horizontal hive, like a top bar hive? I don't suggest anybody that's starting out keeping hives start with a a horizontal hive, a top bar hive. What do you think of long hives? That's the one. They're great. They're great. They're a lot more work. They're a lot more work. Unnecessary work is what I'm saying. A top bar hive is going to produce more bees. It will not produce anything else. I mean, it will produce honey. Oh my goodness. There's a reason why Langstroth came up and invented the Langstroth hive, because a top bar hive, there's a lot of failures with that hive. Now, what I see now, what people are doing, they have incorporated the top bar, which is the long hive, the horizontal hive, and the Langstroth. So they're using Langstroth frames in a top bar hive, which I feel is ingenious. And then when they need more space, they sized it so perfect that now you can put 2 Langstroth boxes on the top of the long. Brilliant, brilliant. So to that, I say kudos to whoever came up with that idea. So yeah, when I first started, I made about 5 or 6 top bar hives. I had about 5 or 6 of them in my day, and I'm telling you, they work. They really do. But doggone it, by the time you done building a top bar hive, you could have just bought 2 deep boxes full of frames and got started. I know that sounds crazy. If you have to do it, do it. I wouldn't. Now, I've built those hives, a Langstroth box. Trust me, they crude, but they work. Like that little bee box that I caught them with, I built that. And Lady Leia painted it. Okay, Asticia, I'm sorry if I'm cutting that name up, okay? Question, not related, but are those thyme plants in the back of you? No, that's rosemary. Big rosemary plants. Good stuff. So, good rosemary. Lady Leia's favorite. So, any other questions before we go? Because I'm going to post a video of me making the beekeeping, my my trap house. So you can try. It's not going to cost but maybe $5-10. You can at least try to catch some bees yourself. I had a guy do it, was it last year? And he emailed me and said, "Lad, it really worked." I said, "I know." He couldn't believe it. Matter of fact, he has worked so fast. I think he made it and he caught a swarm like in a week or so. I wish I could remember his name. I know I could find an email if I look hard enough. Thank you, Britt. My Black's Tropical Homestead. Is that you? Oh, I missed something. Love no said they're massive. Lady Led did her thing in the rosemary. You know what we learned? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I see people doing all kind of crazy stuff with the rosemary. Don't need nothing. Matter of fact, this dirt dry as a bone. Dirt dry as a bone. When you water them too much, that's when they start going south. Let me see. Do carpenter bees kill honeybees? I'm gonna have you Google that one, okay? Let me see. Everybody that ends up your rosemary don't do so good. Do me a favor. Stop watering them so much. They're gonna die either way, right? They're gonna die either way. Stop watering them and watch what happens. Every time you find a clearance rosemary plant at the big box store or something, the dirt is dry as a rock, ain't it? But the plant looks good. It might be a little brown on the tips, but the plant is great. That's telling you something right there. That's telling you something. That's why it's always a bunch of clearance rosemary bushes, because they, and the soil be hard and dry as a rock. They don't want no water. We don't water them. So let me see. Black's Tropical Homestead say, yep, I do absolutely nothing to my rosemary. We don't do anything to these whatsoever. Let me see. Hi, Led 73. Don't do B, but I do need to talk to you about my peach tree. Okay, okay. And what if you live in a cold climate? Bring it inside in the winter. No. Well, I don't know. I don't know how rosemary will do up north. I don't think they'll have no problem, but you might want to check that out and do a little research, okay? Because I live in the south, so we don't bring it. We don't bring them in. Yeah, let that rosemary dry to the bone, and watch how big it get. Let me show you something, without trying to. You see this big old bush? She just did this. Y'all watched her video. What was it? Last summer, with that little. It was like this. It was like, every piece of that thing is too big to show you. It was like this, and it did that from leaving it alone. Every time we start watering it and feeding it, it start dying off. And then we just forget about it, leave it alone, thinking it's going to die. Like, oh, well, I just end up buying a new one. Leave it alone, and it come back like a monster. Say, Karen L., lead farmer, trust me, in Chicago winters, it ain't going to make it. I don't know. I say try it. Now, I'm from Ohio, and I spent a lot of time in Chicago. I say try it. Give it a shot. They don't cost nothing, especially when they on clearance for like $1. Say, my experience is that rosemary will freeze in the cold weather. Well, I can't say you wrong, because I don't know. Is the container the rosemary is in plastic? Yes, it is. Let me see. Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions? Look, they calming down already. They setting their GPS. This is so sweet. All right now. What's going on, man? So yeah, they said nothing much, man. I'm on the phone. I'm gonna hit you. You down there? I'm gonna come down there and holler at you here. I see you. Oh my goodness. Hey. So any other questions about the bees before I go? No? All right. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, we don't know how to act in the hood. All these rich folks, we get together. Uh, I want to say thank you to everybody for just hanging out with me. I wasn't even gonna do this, but I was like, I gotta get back into the feel of things. Thank you, G Alexa. Are you selling honey right now? I don't sell honey anymore. Question, when are you going to do the tree trap video? I'm going to have that tree trap video ready for you tomorrow, if not today. True story. I'm going to do a tutorial and show you my tree trap, and I'm going to show you the results of said tree trap. All right, Dan Permaculture Food Forest, what's up, man? It's good to see you in here. But these tree traps, you can put them anywhere. They're inconspicuous, so it ain't gonna be like somebody like, if somebody strapped a bomb to the tree. Nothing like that. It's gonna look cool. And if you put a sign that says bee trap or killer bees or something, people ain't gonna mess with it. Or caution, put caution on it. Ain't nobody gonna mess with it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you tomorrow. I promise. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get off this video and I'm gonna start building. Finish that video today. Okay. Thank you for that, Daisy. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Because I'm like, a package of bees is about $250 right now or more, depending on where you are. Do you understand? That's a great investment. That's a great investment. But what if you could what if somebody said, You got your idea for your own business, right? And somebody gave you a grant. That's what this is. When you catch a swarm, that's what that is. When you catch a swarm, it's like you want to you need a business startup, or you got an invention that you got, but you need the money to back it, right? To get it out to the people, to advertise. You need some money from groundwork and up. And some dude came and said, listen, I'm going to foot your first $1 million. What's that? Shark Tank. They got, yeah, we going to foot your first $1 million. But what if they don't want nothing in return, right? All they want to do is see you be successful and to be able to say, yeah, I had something to do with that. They don't want nothing in return. That's catching a free swarm of bees. That's catching a free swarm of bees because it's all profit. You didn't spend any money to catch them. And now they're going to keep paying you back for years to come with wax, making candles, honey, propolis. It's so many benefits. Pollination for your garden and your neighbor's garden. Oh my God. The payback is just incredible. So it's worth trying this, even if you're not a beekeeper. Okay? So I'm gonna get out of here. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming to hang out with me, and we're gonna get stuff back in the swing of things because I got a lot of stuff to show you. Nothing has changed. I have a lot of stuff that you may want to take a look at. Like I say, sometimes life happens, right? So everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy your evening. I'm gonna have that video out for you. I'm gonna start working on it right now. All right, Lev Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. Okay, got you. Thank you, Hillside Homestead. See y'all later, okay? I'm out. Have a nice night.